Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are sitting down and we are going to be playing with the brand new Kimchi Chic and Naomi Smalls collection, the Two Queens, One Desert palette, and the Sun Kissed in June blush palette. So excited, you guys. So if you want to see how I get this look today and my slightly sassy thoughts on these products, then sit back, relax, enjoy this video, and don't forget, like this video, subscribe below, and hit that notification bell. Okay, everybody, I'm back. I just have foundation on, and I'm just gonna address the elephant in the room. So, yesterday I got my lips done, and today I'm definitely super swollen. I have bruising that I've tried to cover up with just a little bit of my foundation, but beauty is pain. The healing process takes some time, but I wanted to get some new content out, so I was like, gotta film anyway, we gotta keep on pushing. So, let's just dive right into the makeup. Okay, so the first product from Kimchi Chic Beauty that I haven't tried on camera, and I've actually only tried one time before, is the Most Concealer, okay? So here's the tea with this. This is, I mean, the shade range when it came out, people were like, that's really suspect, they look kind of strange, the undertones are weird, and I agreed with that. But I was like, you know what, let me just give it a try, let me see. So I ordered the shade Medium Beige. This shit looks super light. But you do get a ton of product, so you actually get 0.63 ounces, which is a lot of concealer. Comes with this little brush tip applicator. When you squeeze it, more comes out. So I'm just gonna swatch a little bit of this so you can see. Just look at that. That's supposed to be medium beige. That is like, that's light. That is a very light medium. So if I remember correctly, I think I used this like one time, but it was months ago. So I think this probably matched me better then. I don't really remember anything about it, so I'm gonna try it again. But whew, we're going for a very bright under eye today. So let's prepare, y'all. I'm gonna squeeze some of this out. Oh my God, that's a lot. That is a ton. And I'm just gonna get to going. Okay, now that I'm looking absolutely stunning, I should note, I don't hate this applicator. I thought this was gonna be super annoying, but I actually kind of like the little brush. It was not the worst. I'm gonna take my little e.l.f. sponge and blend this out. Okay, this is actually looking really pretty. It's definitely way brighter than I go for. But I would say it's a pretty nice amount of coverage. I would not say it's full. I'm still getting a little bit of this bluey right here. But for the most part, it's looking pretty darn good. Huh, I guess I'm pretty pleased. A little bright, but overall the product looks pretty nice. But I'm gonna blend the rest of my face and I'll be right back to set this. Okay, even though I'm very bright, I'm still gonna go in and bake with my Kimchi Chic Puff Puff Pass Powder in the shade PPP03. Wow, try saying that 3 times fast. Translucent. I love this powder so much. It's affordable. It works beautifully for baking. Pop that into there. Okay, everybody, I'm gonna sit here and let this bake for a few minutes, and then we will be right back to play with the Two Queens in One Desert collection. You guys, I am so excited. I will see you here in just a minute. Okay, before we hop into the eyeshadow palette, I'm gonna hop into the face palette. This is the Sun Kissed in June face palette. Are you kidding me? Gorgeous babes on the front and back. Pop it open. Isn't this absolutely stunning? You get 2 blushes, 2 highlighters. I'm so excited. So I'm going to grab a blush brush, grab my Jaclyn Hill Morphe brush. I think the shade June is calling to me, the more like burnt orangey, kind of browny color. So pretty. I'm gonna tap that off. This does not come with a mirror, so I mean, some people don't like that. I rarely use the mirror in a palette. I'm almost always using a handheld, so it doesn't really bother me too much. I'm gonna grab my Kimchi Chic mirror. I forgot! Look at that. I didn't even know I was supporting. And I'm gonna pop this right on here. Ooh, that's pretty. So it's not quite as pigmented as I was expecting, but that's actually okay. It's a little more blendable, it's kind of soft. Okay, let me see if I can get a little more punch of color on there, okay? I don't want to mess around with that. Let's get a little more. Yeah, oh wow. Yeah, I love this. This is the perfect, like a sunburnt kind of blush. Oh, this is so pretty. Yeah, I love that so much. I'm gonna pop that on my other cheek super fast. Okay, yeah, that is so stunning. I'm definitely blushed to the gods at this point, but ooh, that formula is so pretty. It is little, just like, it's subtle, but you can see the color. It's blendable. I'm very pleased with that. But let's dive into one of the highlighters. I don't know which one I want to use. I think I'm going to go for Afternoon Glisten and Highest Point. I'm just going to mix them a little bit. Let me grab that on. This is a Morphe. Oh, this is the Jaclyn Hill little highlighter brush, the JH09. I'm going to take a little bit of each of those. Her highlighters in her other palette, I'll pull it out, the Drama Queen palette, were like insanely pigmented. So I'm going to tap that off a lot. Okay, I don't want a ton of excess. We're just going to pop this right in the cheekbone. Okay. That is a little more glittery than I imagined. It's definitely highlighting, but it's kind of emphasizing my texture a lot, and you're not, I don't know if you'll see it on camera as much, but it's just, I don't know, it's not picking up light super well. I have a swatch. They swatch really nicely. Like they're kind of pretty on there. That's so strange. Here, let me grab her other palette so I can do that on the other side so you can see the difference. This doesn't wow me. Okay, so here's the Drama Queen palette. So I open this up, and first off, look at these shades. They're stunning. But two, I'm gonna take like the lightest hand possible. Okay, I'm just gonna like do, that's all, just a touch. And then pop that on this cheek. And do you see? So this is one, this is two. And that was like nothing. And if I pop a little bit more on there, blinding. It looks wet. It's still picking up on texture a little bit, but not as much. Whereas on this side, it just, I don't know. It just doesn't set as nicely. Let me try to build this up. Maybe I can get it to where I want it if I build it a little bit. Yeah, I just do not think that looks flattering on my skin, like, at all. And I don't think these are also the most flattering, the ones in the Drama Queen palette, but I mean, they're just a little smoother looking. Yeah, I'm gonna say I prefer the ones in the Drama Queen palette. It's still not my absolute favorite, but blinding, and like 18 bucks. This is also $18, $20, but the blushes are pretty, but I really don't think I'm into these highlighter shades. There's just something about the formula I'm not obsessed with. They're fine, they're not stellar, but this blush is super beautiful. Hoping I like the other one as well. So this is 50-50 split. If you don't have a face palette, you need a face palette, this will be fine. But there are other highlighters I prefer. Okay, everybody, so before I start the eyeshadow look, I do want to address something. So I bought the first Kimchi Chic palette, the Rainbow Shards palette. We love it, it's so cute, really nice neutrals, some fun pops of color, just like a really great everyday palette, honestly. It's huge, kind of heavy, has a really massive mirror. Say hello to yourselves, hello! Has a huge mirror on here. It's just, this is a really, really great palette for someone who wants one palette to kind of do everything for you. And it's only $28, okay? Are you kidding me? Amazing. The quality just really feels like it was here. I like the formula, packaging, everything just feels good. When I got this new palette, so the Two Queens, One Desert palette, let me pull it up here. It's really beautiful, okay? Don't get me wrong. However, I have some complaints. So first things first, it isn't quite as heavy, definitely doesn't feel as weighty. It's not nearly as big, which is kind of okay. It would be hard to store, but for the most part, I was like surprised at how much smaller it was considering it has an extra row of shadows. So it's a lot smaller, not as heavy, and it doesn't come with a mirror either. So that's also just like I said, I normally don't mind, but I feel like a lot of people really like to have a mirror, especially in an eyeshadow palette. So that's kind of a for me. Plus, this one was $30, whereas this guy was $28. And I know this is a collaboration, and so I'm paying more to help out Naomi. That's great. Love to support kimchi still. But this just feels cheaper in general. Like this sticker on the front was like an obvious afterthought. Like they definitely just like didn't have time to print it on there because on the face palette, pull it up. Yeah, the face palette, this is not a sticker. This is not some cheapy sticker. It's like actually printed. Whereas this is some cheapy sticker. So I would say quality of the palette when it comes to like packaging, I'm not obsessed with. And it's also laid out like up and down, but it's backwards. Like you don't open it like you would a book. It's upside down. I don't know, I'm being picky. When I saw it, I was like, there's just a little bit of a miss on execution for me. But let's dive into the palette so I can give you some more of my thoughts. Okay, so I'll start things off by saying, this is not my first time using this palette. It is actually my second go around with this palette. So the first time, I'm gonna start off with an immediate gripe. So the first time I wanted to recreate this look, the look Kimchi does, but like on my little baby eyes, okay? So I immediately jumped into the palette and I am looking for this like intense deep green, okay? Looking everywhere for it. Can you please tell me where it is? Because the green on her eyes does not look like anything like any of the greens in here. And all of these greens, I tried building them up just over and over again. Just more product. I mean, I could not dig into the eyeshadow any more than I already did. And it did not build to the intensity of green that isn't any of these promo photos. So that is my one complaint so far, is that I really wanted to get that look, do something similar, and I had to reach for another palette for the colors I really needed. So that is my first gripe. But I'm going in with the shade Oasis right now, this beautiful blue, and honestly, it is a stunner. Her mattes are really beautiful. The formula seems fairly consistent to the other one. Really blendable, super pigmented, pretty true to color on how it looks in the pan. It's coming across a little more teal on the eye, but as I build up intensity, it's looking exactly how it looks in the pan. Yeah, that is so pretty. Okay, that color is looking absolutely beautiful. So I'm gonna grab a slightly smaller packing brush. I'm gonna go in with the darkest blue in the palette. It's called 6 p.m. Sky. Oh, I wonder if you can even see that on the brush. Probably not. It is a stunning, super vibrant blue. Are you kidding me? And I'm gonna pack that on the outer corners to kind of deepen up this look a little bit. Oh, wow. Yeah, that is so beautiful. True to color from the pan, blending with that other color like seamlessly. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. I'm gonna take a clean blending brush and I'm just gonna buff out that edge a little bit. Yeah, I'm loving the depth that's giving me. Oh my gosh, ocean eyes. I am loving this so much. Okay, let me copy this on the other eye and then we'll be back to finish up this look, y'all. Okay, I'm taking a little bit of my P. Louise base and I'm just gonna pop that right in the center of my lid with my finger. I don't need a crazy clean line. I don't need a super thick layer, just want a little bit of the product on there. Okay, stunning, looking perfect, LOL, as I'm getting it all over and it looks super sloppy and I'm gonna have to fix some mistakes. It's fine, but I want a crazy pop of color, so I'm gonna take my finger, I'm gonna load up this crazy yellow shade, Cactus, and I'm gonna pop that right in the center of the lid. Yes, stunning. Her metallic is really pretty. It's not fully opaque, but it is stunning. Okay, loving that. I'm gonna grab that packer brush with that deep blue shade again, deepen up this outer corner, add that depth back in. Ooh, I'm kind of loving that. Okay, I'm gonna copy this on the other eye, blend those edges a little bit, probably smoke out something on my lower lash line, and then we'll be back for my final thoughts, y'all. Okay, everybody, we're back. This is the finished look. What do we think? I actually really love this look today. This turned out a lot better than my look did the other day. So I would say All in all, the Two Queens One Desert palette is a thumbs up for me. I do really love this. The only shades I'm gonna bitch about are this shade down here, Yucca. It just didn't build up to the intensity I wanted it to, and no matter how much I used, I could not get it to be as deep as it should be. And then this shade, the purple here, Beaver Tail, this was also just a little bit powdery and just didn't give the pop that I needed it to. However, I did blend a little bit of that into my crease and blow it out on my lower lash line, and it applied okay. I definitely had to build it up, but as like a blending shade to kind of diffuse stuff, it worked a little better. All in all, those two shades are a little sheer, but other than that, the mattes are beautiful, the metallics are stunning, and for 30 bucks, we love it. Why not? The face palette, I'm gonna say, I mean, like I said, it's only $18. It's really affordable. So if you don't have one, you need a couple blushes, a couple highlighters, and you just need something affordable but adorable, why not pick this one up? It's still pretty good, but if you already have a ton, I'd say this one's probably a pass. But that brings us to the end of today's video. If you like what you saw today and you want to see more content like this, don't forget, comment below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Give me a thumbs up, it helps me out a ton. Click on my face so you can subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you can see every time I post something new. And as always, thank y'all so much for watching. I love y'all.